Hi, I'm Alina, and I'm here to do my camera flip in honor of Shawn the Book Maniac 4th anniversary on BookTube. Um, I am a reader. I read a lot. I've been reading since I was a little child, and this year I decided I was only going to read books written by women. It has been fun, and I have found many good books, so I think it's going to be something I will keep on doing. I read uh, most genres and I don't mind doing that, but for this time I'm going to do only books of a certain kind of books. Um, I read, speak, and I, many languages, several languages. I am a Spanish native speaker. I speak Dutch and I speak English, and I read the three of them. So for this challenge or for this video, I'm going to show you at least two books which are written in Spanish, and I will show you the Spanish book too because that's what I will be reading. Um, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do uh, a, a take on something that's on Instagram. Instagram has this 6 countries, 6 books thing, and I'm going to do 6 continents, 6 books. So for every continent, I'm going to choose one book, which is one of the many books written in that in those continents. Okay, so I'm going to start with Oceania. Oceania is Australia, New Zealand, all the islands around there, and so I'm going to choose a book from Australia, and it's going to be The Yield by Tara June Winch. This is a book that I'm really looking forward to reading. I know a lot of people loved it, and it's been on my TBR to be read. I haven't come to that yet, but I really hope to do that this year. And this is about an Aboriginal woman who goes back to Australia after having lived in abroad. There's 3 stories, that's what I know, and I'm really not sure what it is about, but I'm just looking forward to it. Love the cover, it's very beautiful, and I just love Australian literature. Okay, so my second continent will be Asia, which is the biggest continent in the world. There are a lot of countries, and you could choose anything you want, and it's probably very good. I'm going to go for Ponti by Charlene Teo, which is a Singaporean novel. I think it was written not so long ago, maybe last year or the year before, about 2 girls and their mother, and something happens, and who knows? I don't know because I don't read the blurbs very often, or at least I didn't read it now. Gorgeous cover again, and I think it's going to be a nice story and not so long, so you can read it in quite as fast. Okay, fine. So my first book in Spanish will be for Europe. I'm going to Spain, and I'm going to read Marta Oriol's Aprender a hablar con las plantas. This book was written in Catalan first. I don't read Catalan. I do read Spanish, so this is the closest I can get to it. This book was translated, I think, this year, and it's called Learning to Talk to Plants, which is exactly what this title says too. Love the cover again. And this is about a woman who has just heard from her boyfriend that he is leaving her, and just a couple of hours later she hears that he has had an accident and died. So she has to go into mourning for both things, losing her boyfriend and because he broke up with her, but also because he's dead. So this is about, I think, learning how to cope with loss. And I don't know what the plants are going to do in this. Maybe she starts talking to them and they give her advice. I don't know. I don't think it's a magic realistic book, so that's not going to be the issue. But I think this is going to be interesting. And this is one from Europe, from Spain. Good. So after Spain, after Europe, we're going to Africa. Again, a very large continent with many countries which are coming up, writing a lot of good books. And I find that very interesting. I like reading about different cultures and not only, traditional, but also new continents, or new writers and new perspectives. And I think this one is one of them. It's called We Are All Birds of Uganda by Hafsa Zayan. It's a dual timeline, I think, one in 1960 Uganda and then the present day in London. And I think it's about a family of I think Indian descent or maybe Muslim descent, which have to leave Uganda in the 60s because of some rule that was written out, and they move on to London and they go. And how do they survive in a country like that? So it's culture shocks. How do you cope with being an immigrant? I think all those things will be in this one. I think it's again a lovely cover, and I'm really, really very interested in reading this book about Uganda. Okay, so that's Africa. So going on to my next continent, which is across the pond. We are crossing the Atlantic and we're going to the Americas, in which, first of all, we're going to do North America, which I could have chosen something from Canada or Mexico or maybe or the USA, and I chose something from the USA. This one is Disha Pilyao, The Secret Lives of Church Ladies. The Secret Life of Church Ladies by Disha Pilyao. This book I've seen a couple of times advertised on YouTube, especially Greg of Supposedly Fun is very attracted to this book. He thinks it's a beautiful book, very well written, and it's about Black women and their situation in the United States and how they get along, and what is expected of them, how they handle racism, sexism. I think all of this is going to be in this one, and a very short book, and it's I think interconnecting short stories. I think it's going to be interesting, and I hope to get to this one before the end of the year. So that's the USA, and so North America. And then the last continent I'm going to do is South America, and I'm going to choose a book from Venezuela, and it's again one of the books I'm going to read in Spanish. It's called La hija de la española, from Karina Sainz Borgo. Karina Sainz Borgo is a Venezuelan writer, and this is, I think, her first book, but I'm not sure. It has been translated into English, and it's called It Would Be Night in Caracas. I don't know why that title has been chosen for the English translation, or why this is, but this is completely something. This means the daughter of the Spaniard woman, and I'm very curious about this book. I have been. This is the one I'm going to pick up next. It's going to be one of my next reads. Really curious to know about what she writes about, how she describes the situation in Venezuela, what's happening, and why the English title, which is, I mean, a bit boring, I think. So whatever. This is my 6 books for 6 continents. And this is my video for Flip the Camera for the 4th anniversary of Shawn. Bye. My name is Alina. I live in Rotterdam, and I don't have a booktube video, and I don't think I'm going to have a booktube. Okay, bye.